Hey Embers, welcome back to the channel and welcome to part 59 of my Harvest Moon Back to Nature slow playthrough. We are starting off on day 28 of Summer Year 2, and in this episode we are going to be finishing Summer Year 2 actually, so the next episode will be the start of Autumn. So we're going to give Potpourri a flower as always, and let's see what the weather is saying. So it's lovely and sunny again tomorrow, lovely. Hopefully we manage to avoid that summer hurricane. But with that, let's head straight out. So we don't have any harvest sprites to help us, but that's okay because we don't have that much to do on the farm. No post. And the rest of our corn has grown in, so let's go ahead and do a speed up while we clear some of this up. We are of course going to scythe the rest because it won't grow in 2 days. Let's also take care of the animals, so this is going to be quite a big speed up here. We do have 6 cows and sheep. I was going to say cats and dogs. We do have 6 cows and sheep now. So 6 out of 20, we are getting there. With that, let's carry on grabbing some of the corn. And we'll head into the hothouse. And our strawberries have also grown in. Wonderful stuff. So let's go ahead and grab the strawberries. And with that, we're going to grab the honey, feed the fish, and water our 2 remaining tomato plants, but I don't know if they're going to grow in time, to be honest. We're going to pop some of the corn in the silo, and then we're going to go ahead and look after the chickens. So big speed up here. Now, considering this episode is the final days of summer, it's not actually that long of an episode. And we will see why as we move forward. So I did just waste a mayonnaise there. But we have grabbed our egg for the harvest goddess. So let's head out and grab the wild crops. As I've said in previous episodes, and as you've seen by autumn year 1, there's a lot of crops to grab in autumn, the wild crops. So that's going to be fun. But for now, we only have the 2. Now, I don't know if I've mentioned it in a previous episode, I may have done, but for autumn, I am going to try and do 5 days per episode rather than 3. So we have done that before. We are going to move back up to 5 days per episode and see what happens. Because I am enjoying this series, of course, and I hope you are too, but it might be nice to give it a bit of a helping hand and speed it along just a little bit. So with that, we have done everything that we need to do on the farm. So what are we going to do? It looks like we're going to go and maybe cut some of the grass. Let's see. Yep, so there's going to be another speed up here while we cut some of the grass. So it's been a very quiet day 28 really. We're just chilling on the farm. Character is of course getting quite tired, and I did definitely push it here. I shouldn't have pushed it this much, but I did push it a bit. So with that, we just have this little patch of grass left to chop down. So it's 4 PM. What are we going to do for the rest of it? I think we are just going to head into the house and move on to day 29. So let's see, as always, what's on the telly. What have we got today? It's Tuesday, so I think it's the delicious hour. Yes, let's have a look. And as I've said in a previous episode, for autumn, I think we are going to stop watching the telly. We're just going to look at the weather and the news. Oh, stir fry. I don't mind a stir fry, because I do think a lot of these are repeating themselves now. So we are going to be saying goodbye to watching the telly every night. We're just going to watch the weather and the news when it's necessary. And with that, let's head off to bed and start day 29. My stomach is rumbling a little bit because I'm hungry, so hopefully you can't hear that. I'm going to eat after this. So let's grab Potpourri flour. Here we go. And our second to last day of summer. Let's check the weather. And it turns out we have not got away with it. So tomorrow there's going to be a hurricane. Secure your doors and windows, put your animals in the barn. So we did not get away with not having a summer hurricane. It's on the last day of summer it's got us. So we have a lot to do today to prepare for the hurricane tomorrow, and fingers crossed we don't lose our hothouse, but we won't find that out until the next episode. So unfortunately the tomatoes didn't grow in time, so we are going to have to chop them down, but I have left one there and you'll see why I did that in a moment. So we're feeding the fish, grabbing the honey, let's head straight into the hothouse. And to say we have a lot of prep work to do today. Oh, my voice went then. We have a lot of prep work to do today for the hurricane tomorrow. So we didn't miss it. Unfortunately, we do miss an event that goes with it though. Yeah, I've already collected that honey. What are you doing? So with that, let's head into the barn. And of course, on a hurricane day, we can't feed or look after the animals. So we are going to have to utilise the help of the harvest sprites. And hope that they do a good job. So with that, we've taken care of the barn animals. We do still need to find the horse and put the horse in the stable. Let's head into the chicken coop now and take care of them. And again, we'll have to see what damage the hurricane does in the next episode. Bit of a cliffhanger for you there. So let's head out and gather the wild crops. And this is actually our last day of gathering the wild crops in the summer, because of course we won't be allowed out tomorrow. So this is actually the last time you will see the sort of environment in summer. The next time you see it, it will of course be autumn. So let's give our final egg of the season to the harvest goddess. I've got a real itch as well. I'm sorry if you can hear that. It's one of them really stingy itches. I had to get it. Could have edited it out, but never mind. So with that, let's head back to the farm. It is a good time to mention it is also a birthday today as well. So a lot to do in this part. So I think we should just head straight out. Of course, remembering that we do still need to put the horse in the stable. So let's head into the supermarket, and we are going to be buying flour for the harvest sprites, so I am going to speed this bit up a little bit. We do need to get 7 bags of flour. Lovely stuff, so let's go and see the harvest sprites. Of course there is going to be another speed up with the harvest sprites because it takes a long time to get them to help you on the farm. Not as long as spring, mind you, but it takes a long time. Now, for the harvest sprites, I think I might have made a bit of a mistake here, but we'll see what happens in the next episode. So for some of them, I asked them to take care of the animals tomorrow, because obviously we can't take care of the animals tomorrow. So I was hoping that having their help would be enough. So for some of them, I asked for them to take care of the animals. And for some of them, I asked them to water, because we don't need any watering done tomorrow, of course, but it would be nice to have their help on the 1st of autumn with watering. And that is why I kept that tomato plant, because if there's nothing on your farm to water, then you can't ask them to help you. Although in saying that, we do have the stuff in the hothouse, so I think it would have worked. But I've done it before where there's been nothing to water, and so if you ask them to help you for the week, they'll say no. So we have asked 3 of them to help us water and 4 of them to take care of the animals. Hopefully 4 will be enough to look after the cows, the sheep and the chickens. Hopefully 4 will be enough, but again, we'll have to wait and see next episode. So we are going to head to the beach. And we're going to be doing a little bit of fishing. There is a kind of event with the hurricane. Basically, we might see it next year in game. But basically, you can fish up a bottle, an empty bottle, the day before a hurricane. And the day after, you give it to Kai and he puts perfume in it for you. Obviously, that's not going to work this time because Kai won't be here by the time the hurricane ends. So that's not going to work this time. But I thought I'd come and do some fishing anyway. So like I say, we may see that event play out next summer. This, of course, is our penultimate summer because we're only playing till the end of year 3. So with that, we didn't manage to fish any fish. We didn't manage to catch any fish, just rubbish. So we're going to chuck all that in the bin and head back to the farm. So it is Zach's birthday today. We're going to get him a large fish from the pond. And Zach, of course, comes to our farm at 5 p.m. So we do have a little time to kill, a little bit of time to kill before Zach comes to the farm. We do also need to get rid of that one tomato stump as well. I keep calling it a tomato stump. Tomato vine. Tomato vine. Don't know what's wrong with me. So let's go ahead and grab that fish for Zach. It's 2:30. We need to wait till 5 o'clock, just before 5 o'clock. We also need to find the horse. So we're just having a look round now, looking for the horse. We can't find him at the moment. Where is he hiding? No, we can't find him. So we're going to give him a whistle. And while we're waiting, we will chop some more of the grass. There he is. So let's get him into the stable where he'll be safe tomorrow. Come on, you. In we go. There's a bit of an issue here, the stable not opening. But we managed. So he's in. Let's continue. Maybe. No, we're not going to continue chopping the grass because Zach is going to be here in a moment. So let's just hang around for him. And there he is. So let's go ahead and give him his birthday present. And in return, he's going to teach us how to make fried noodles. I think we've already made fried noodles, actually. It's quite nice that when you get to know the villagers, they will teach you recipes and stuff. I think it's quite sweet. So what are we going to do for the rest of the day then? I think we are going to continue chopping that grass down. So let's go ahead and do that. And we just, brush the grass there as you do. So let's continue chopping this grass down. Not that much left to go. And with that, I think we're probably going to head into the house. We should have gone to the inn in retrospect just to see one last time if that event would pop, but we didn't. So hopefully we'll see that next year. There's not that many random events left. There is a few, actually. There is a few. So with that, we are going to grab the dog. What's on the telly today? No, we're not. We are going to sort our seeds out for the first. Obviously, we can't do anything tomorrow, so let's get our seeds sorted out. So we've got carrots, we have sweet potatoes, and we have eggplant, or aubergine, we would say. Or I would say. I don't know where you're from, whoever's watching. So I would say aubergine. You might say eggplant. Don't like it, by the way. Not a fan of aubergine at all. Not a fan of sweet potato either. My husband loves it. Not for me. Carrots. Yeah, I like carrots. Oh, we've got the song hour. Let's see what this is. This will probably be our final song hour ever, so enjoy it. We've got glistening veggies. Hang on, have we had glistening veggies? Namiko mushrooms, natto, yam, akora, noodle broth, salted kelp. Use a suitable amount of each. This is how to cook. Grate yam, beat natto and cut akora in thin round slices. Mix these with Namiko mushrooms and add a pinch of salted kelp. Season with a drop of broth. Put it on rice and presto. It sounds delicious. Could you hear that song on the radio? I certainly could. With that, let's head to bed. And there's not much to do during a hurricane, unfortunately. So our final day of summer year 2 is going to be quite uneventful, as you can see. So we'll say hello to Popery, we'll still give her a flower, but we cannot watch the television, we cannot leave the house, we cannot do anything. So with that said, are we going to end up cooking? We could cook. I don't know, but I don't think there is much to cook. We'll probably wait till winter to try and finish off the cooking. We'll see. With that said, that is pretty much all. As I'm showing you, you can't leave the house, we can't watch the television, so I'm going to end off the episode here. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've been enjoying. The next episode, like I say, of course, will be the start of autumn year 2 for us. So thank you very much, as always, and until next week, bye Embers.